Manipal University Press for the release of 52nd publication from Manipal University Press, which is titled Pharmaceutical Marketing and Management, edited by Dr. Manipal and Dr. Sridhar. Before we start with the function, I request Ms. Savita Shastri to escort dignitaries to the dais. Sirs, it is customary in our tradition to seek blessings of Almighty before we start with any auspicious function. May I now request Ms. Devkinargi to render invocation. Thank you, Ms. Reddy. For this function, we have our Vice Chancellor, Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. H. Vinod Bhatt, will preside over the function and is also our mentor, and Chief Guest Dr. Ravindranath Nayak, Director School of Management. I now request Ms. Savita Shastri to welcome the gathering.
A very good morning to all of you and a very happy Sankranti. Thank you for coming here on this day. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the release of the 52nd book, The Pharmaceutical Marketing Management. Manipal University Press, since its inception in 2011, has managed to devote one publication per month, and I hope we better that record soon. This book is the fourth in the series of pharmaceutical from the pharmacy onwards, and I'm happy that we've been able to bring out one book per year for the pharmacy college. And I look forward to Dr. Urpal keeping that record. I'm very happy to have Dr. Ravindranath Nayak with us. Warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you for agreeing to review this book. May I request Arvind to give welcome to the book. Dr. Vinod Bhatt, Vice Chancellor, Manipal University, always make time for MUP in his busy schedule. Sir, we welcome you with them, okay? Shami, can you just? Without your guidance, sir, a warm welcome to Dr. Urpal, who with his enthusiasm and energy keeps MUP team on its toes. Whether it's buying books, writing books, publishing. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us. I request you to welcome you. It has been a great experience working with Dr. Sridhar, who patiently replied to all our mails asking for changes in the book and kept us going. A warm welcome to you, sir. Manipal, can you please welcome Dr. Sridhar? Once again, I'm very happy to have all of you here for the 52nd release. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Shastri, for welcoming the gathering. May I now request Dr. Ravindranath Nayak to officially release the book. Thank you, sirs. I now request Chief Guest of today's function, Dr. Ravindranath Nayak, to share his experiences with us.
Thank you. Respected Vice Chancellor, Dr. Dr. dignitaries, and guests. I'm very much delighted to release the 52nd publication of Manipal University Press entitled Pharmaceutical Marketing Management, edited by Dr. Manipal and Dr. Keynote. I am of the firm belief that interdisciplinary research can provide new insights into the domains. It can build theory, as is done in this. The bread and butter topics in marketing, such as segmentation, promotional mix, consumer behavior, pricing, and channels of distribution, are applied to pharmaceutical industry, which has several conditions, as outlined on page 5 in the overview of this book, which are very specific to an industry, such as high cost of R&D, which runs to close to $1 billion to develop a drug. Insufficient support or incentives from governments. Low profit margin compared to the cost involved in developing a drug. And rapid product obsolescence. Having these constraints or specific industry conditions, applying marketing principles, theories, and models can give new insights, as has happened in several chapters in this book. It has 8 chapters and well-written overview. 6 contributors of these chapters are from MCOPs. Many of them might be over here. 2 from the industry. I would like to compliment the contributors for your excellent work done. I would like to compliment Manipal University Press, particularly for bringing low-priced books. This book is also only 250 rupees. Although the chapters are written by scholars, academics, the language is easy to read. The practitioners, marketing managers from pharmacy industry can easily read the chapters. Moreover, it is free from grammatical errors. For that, I must compliment Savita Shastri and once again, I thank Dr. Manipal, Dr. Sridhar, and the community for inviting me to release their 52nd, their book and their publication. With this, all the best. Again, Dr. Sangramana wishes to all. God bless.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your insights with us. May I now request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. H. Manipal, to hand over a memento to our Chief Guest, Dr. Ravindranath Nayak. Udupa, as you all know, is ever enthusiastic with his work. This book marks yet another feather in his cap of achievements and laurels. I now request him to share his experiences with us. Thank you, Dr. Manthan. Respected Vice Chancellor, Dr. Vinod Bhatt, Dr. Ravindra Nayak, who agreed and released this book, Dr. J. my co-editor, and the invited guests, especially the organization, Savita Shastri, who nicely published this book, and Dr. Raviraj, Vice Principal, Dr. Srinivas Reddy, Prasanna Kailaja, Alumni Relations Office, Dr. Satish Kanai, and all my colleagues, and also the authors, contributors who made this possible, and all the invited guests and dignitaries. I thank all of you for joining this program. Actually, we initiated writing this book about 2 years back. Actually, we are behind the schedule. Because some other books were in pipeline, so, but again, we are determined, because the reason is that though pharmaceutical marketing, because even Prasanna Kailaja is a person of pharmaceutical marketing, he knows how aggressively marketing people do this job. Maybe I should have invited him to contribute a chapter to this. Maybe in the next, because he has a lot of experience. Maybe the next this revised edition, I should ask Prasanna Kailaja also to contribute a chapter. And though pharmaceutical marketing is doing very well in this country, and this was Manipal College of Pharmaceutical Sciences who initiated and started the first PG program, pharmaceutical marketing, several years back. Then other institutions also copied it. But we are sorry to tell that the pharmaceutical marketing program now, the seats are not getting filled up. Though there is a lot of good things are happening, the students are not taking interest to take this profession. So that's why before it gets vanished, or that, we thought we should revive it. So this book is one of the initiatives for that. So marketing this book, besides this, even marketing the pharmaceutical marketing program for institutions like this is also very important. And this leader has taken a very good initiative, and hope our colleagues in the pharmacy management department will be able to succeed, because they are the one who contributed a lot of chapters for this. And already Savita has mentioned, we have few more books in the pipeline, because the golden jubilee of APTI, that is Apticon, 2016 is going to be celebrated in the conferences. We are expecting about 3,000 delegates. So the souvenir, as well as because the quantity of the institution in India for pharmaceutical institution, no problem. We have broken the record, world record, the highest number of pharmacy colleges are here. But now we are worried about the quality. So that initiative has to start from Manipal University. So we are bringing out a book on quality and accreditation of pharmacy education. So that is the book we have started writing, and hopefully during that Apticon. So that will be one of the, so already you are our offer, and our contributors are in war footing writing that chapters, and hopefully that will also add further. So now about this book, as already mentioned, so we have tried our level best, and Dr. Vicky Smith, with the help of our one of the contributor, Dr. Manthan Janodi, we are able to get a forwarding note, and we have written a very good forwarding note. And with that forwarding note, and we want to promote, and I hope the second edition should come soon. Earlier to that, we have got a lot of responsibility for marketing and selling this. So that responsibility also will take. And we thank particularly our Vice Chancellor who encouraged to bring as many a book, and also Dr. Nityananda and Savita Shastri,
who have done their best to bring out this book in the best shape, size, and color. So we thank the Manipal University Press for their support and for all the encouragement. I thank all of you for joining this program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your views with us. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. H. Manipal, has always supported creation and dissemination of knowledge, and in a way he has mentored a lot of people in the university and community as well. I now request Dr. H. Manipal to share his insights with us.
Dr. Ravi, partner Sridhar, Savita, all people connected in UP, and all those who are gathered here for the release of the 52nd issue from the University Press. I don't think I've missed a single book release that has happened in Manipal or Udupi. Only few releases that happen outside of this place. I could attend to, but not the remaining 8 or 9. The first book itself was released in Delhi. This was in November 2011. And then sometime last year we released one book in Dubai that I happened to be there. But subsequently, there were releases in Trivandrum, in Mumbai, Bangalore, elsewhere, which I could not attend. The 53rd one is going to be released in Shimoga the coming Sunday. I won't be there. So as far as possible, I try to make it a point to be there. Because this gives so much of joy for seeing something come to fruition. A book is a project, just as it is a project for the authors in compiling, editing, putting together, and a complex work like this where you have more than one contributor, 6 or 8 in this case. You've got to format the language. So it's a project for the NUP team itself, making sure they adhere to timelines, try and cut the cost down. Also see if we can get some pre-publication funding, which can subsidize the cost of the book. So there's a lot of complexities in the issue of a book. And when you see this happen, and when you see it in your hand, and feel it and smell it, then you feel so good about it. So we've done books in English, we've done books in Kannada, we've done a couple of books in Hindi. We have done coffee tables, we have done landscapes, we have done books on philosophy, architecture, allied health, medicine, mathematics, whatnot. Done a few books of fiction too. Although we don't encourage our faculty to tell stories and write fiction, but a lot of them have been writing about all kinds of things. You had a urologist who wrote about coins of Travancore, and that kind of profligacy in writing is something that I encourage. So somebody asked me the last time in the trust meeting, we are doing the wrong thing by not focusing on anything in particular. So I take delight in diversity. So if you stay focused and say I'll do only books on medicine or pharmacy, or you lose that strength and the veneer of the university if you do that. A university is not just pharmacy or medicine. A university is so many other things. We should never ever forget the most, I would say, proliferate of all these kinds of departments within the university like liberal arts, humanities, which write and publish and have so much to tell the rest of the world. So therefore, you should try and bring everything that is within the university and more, which is not there also from outside, to make it that kind of a diverse publication history of the university. And therefore, I take delight in not being focused in publishing what we do out of MUP. And even in future, I promise not to be focused. Our focus should be on getting the minimum number of the numbers that we state at the beginning of the year. Our focus should be on maintaining quality. Our focus should be in putting a very good process in place for pipeline management, also in inventory management, cash management. And that should be our focus and not what we publish. As long as there is a very strong editorial board which goes through every proposal that is submitted to him. But I'm really looking forward to one other book that will be released. I don't know whether it is the 54th or the 55th. That will be on the 7th of February here in Manipal. Sunday, brunch time. So I think it is a late breakfast release. This is the second edition of the Birder's Handbook to Manipal. So if you have seen the first edition, and this was one of our prized publications. And so all of us took so much pride in this book. It was written by a student of MIT, Ramit Singhal. He finished his BTech Mechanical Engineering and continued to stay back in Manipal even after his completion and refused to do anything in engineering. So he's a wildlife enthusiast. He did that first book on birds, where 204 species of birds as were discovered in Manipal and carefully catalogued, their habitat described, a CD on the bird cries, a delightful book. And now there's a second edition with more species added, some migratory birds, a slightly different format with a pocket guide for birders who want to take a walk. So it's a weatherproof kind of a colored sheet which you can use as a guide to identify the birds. It comes with that. And this is going to be released on 7th February around 11 o'clock. This will be an informal book release happening in the food court of KMC. All of you are welcome. You will get intimations about this. And the first day discounts, as is available for this book, is also available for the book. I also do a little bit of marketing. But this is something that it's a different kind of a work altogether. So what we have done now so far in the university press is, of course, we have taken so much delight and pleasure in bringing out each of these books. But in addition, it has also taught us business. So we are in the business of university press, but we do not talk about making big amount of money, but we should be sustainable. Anything that you do has to self-sustain. If you don't bring and build it into your own project, then it will die down. So any good thing that you do should have a mechanism of running by itself. So if you publish a book like this, then carefully priced, so that if you sell 80% of the books, you recover the cost. And the remaining 20%, if you sell, is a bonus, which you can use as seed money for publishing the next book. And that's our model. Sometime by the middle of this year, the university press's total turnover is going to cross 1 crore. And I'm looking for that day when we hit that 1 crore mark. And we have a we have about an 18% margin. So we already have about 18 lakhs in profit, and we have stocks worth 33 lakhs in inventory. So that's a large beginning for a new press. And this will all happen because of the contribution of authors, editors, the journals that we are publishing, and also sponsorships for many of these books. So there are bulk buyers, there are people who buy it in large volumes. But in addition, we also have people who are sponsoring a book even before it is published. For example, the Birds book is partially funded by the Center for Natural Sciences from their budget. The books on philosophy were funded by European Union. The book on the R manual, the statistical book that we brought out in 2012, was funded by a grant from NIH. So these are some things that we have done to, and the benefits of those grants will come as subsidies on the cover price. And that makes it affordable. And if you are finding that a 100-page book costs 250 rupees, you can be sure that it's not sponsored, which means that it has to find the market, recover the cost, and then perhaps if the book remains unsold, we can sell at discount. That's our model. And I hope that in coming months, we'll have many such joyous occasions when we can together celebrate the birth of yet another book. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'm sure a lot of people will be motivated to contribute to Manipal University Press in future. We have with us the lead copy editor for the book, Professor Shankar Rao. I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor to hand over a copy of the book to Professor Shankar Rao. Thank you, sirs. In addition to being the master of ceremony, I'm also interested in the task, a pleasant task of proposing vote of thanks. To begin with, I thank the chief guest of today's function, Dr. Ravindranath Nayak, Director School of Management, for taking this precious time out and releasing this 52nd publication of Manipal University Press. Thank you, sir. Despite his extremely busy schedule, Dr. Vinod Bhatt has always supported the endeavors of Manipal University Press, and we could see the passion in his speech when he spoke elaborately about Manipal University Press and the joyous occasions that he has experienced. So we thank you for being here today to release this book. Thank you very much. We also thank the authors of this book, editors rather, Dr. Rupa and Dr. Sridhar, for bringing this book out, which would help a lot of people in pharmaceutical marketing and management. We also thank the authors who have contributed chapters to the books. I've been one of them, so I won't thank myself at this occasion. Lead copy editors have ensured that the book is free of errors, grammatical errors. So our thanks are due to copy editors and lead copy editor for ensuring that the book is free of any errors. We also thank press and print media, audiovisual department. Manipal University team has always been on the toes. They have taken a lot of pains to bring this book out and many other publications. Ms. Savita Shastri, Mr. Arvind, Ms. Ethi, Ms. Shami, all of them have been working very hard in Manipal University Press, and thanks are due to them for the painstaking efforts. Thank you all. We also thank Principal and Vice Principal for Manipal College of Pharmaceutical Sciences and all the faculty members, students assembled for this book release function. Thank you all. There are refreshments which are being served outside, so please join us for refreshments.